Fuel sampling is really important to the Conifer Wildland Division and our partners with the county and the state. They all take a peek at our numbers for this area. We're kind of in a blind spot between two national forests who do sampling. So the Arapahoe to the north of here and the Pike to the south both do fuel sampling, but along the 285 corridor, we're the only ones doing it in this portion of Jefferson County. So they look at it to help put in fire restrictions for the county, and we look at it for fire danger signs for the public as they're traveling through our district. We're doing some fuel sampling. At the moment, we're doing dead fuels. That's just anything that's been disconnected from a tree for a while, has had time to cure out, and then fits into a certain size class. So right now I'm sampling 100-hour fuels. So for you folks that don't speak the lingo regularly, 100-hour fuels are, think, dead sticks, smaller than 3 inches in diameter, but larger than an inch. It's kind of one of the main drivers of fire behavior. So we come out and see how dry it is. So what we're going to do is cut off the first couple inches of any fuel sample that we're going to take, and then we're going to cut 1/2-inch thick pucks, sort of like a little coaster, and we'll take that back to Station 2, and we'll bake it for 24 hours. Compare the pre and post weights of the two, and that'll give us a moisture content for the fuels. So the go, no-go gauge helps quickly identify what size class the fuel fits into. If it fits between these little guys, that's a 1-hour fuel. Anything that fits in here is a 10-hour. Anything that fits in here is a 100-hour. And if it's larger than this, but smaller than 8 inches, that's a 1,000-hour fuel. As for the different sizes, it kind of shows short-term trends versus long-term trends. With these 10-hour fuels, what they're reacting to is every 10 hours, they should reach equilibrium with their environment. Of course, their environment's always changing, but this will give you the short-term fire danger. Whereas your 100-hour fuels, that could take about a week for them to reach equilibrium. So if we start a drying trend, these aren't going to start coming down and burn more readily for a couple days. And then with the 1,000-hour fuels, that's a couple weeks of drying. It would have to be a pretty serious dry pattern for those to start drying out, or for them to start getting more moisture built up and impede fire growth. And then we also do live fuels out here of alderleaf, mountain mahogany, juniper, and ponderosa. So the difference between measuring our dead fuels and our live fuels is with the dead fuels, we're measuring the woody material. With the live fuels, we are sampling the needles predominantly. So we're kind of getting an idea of what trees and what brush will carry fire, less of will the whole tree burn, but more of could it torch out, could it support crown fire or not. That's gonna be it.